Hobi was like, "Good morning."
Hello! Hello! I am in Chicago.
He's so excited. His nails look great.
They look amazing. Yeah, so let's talk about Hobi's life first since we're already talking about it. He's so freaking adorable. I think like them always saying like I'm heading to the airport, I've landed, let's do a live, like that's such a cute tradition that we have with them, because I haven't seen like any other group be like, hey, I've landed.
No, they know. Well, we also have like a big tradition with like have a safe flight,
yes,
and everything. So I feel like on that point it's like very mutual in a way.
yeah.
So they're like, oh, I'm leaving, oh, I've landed, and we're like, have a safe flight, like how did it go?
Yeah, I'll come
basically
back
basically like a family, you know.
Yeah, like I'll come and go back safely. Such a cute little thing that we have together. And he honestly like looks so freaking happy to be there, so excited. I know he's like nervous obviously because it's like a huge
first
thing.
time like on stage like by
alone
himself, for like a full hour.
Yeah, it's
because like doing like one like solo stage during like group concert is one thing, but like having basically your own concert by yourself for the first time when you've been doing this with your members for 10 years, it's understandable that he's nervous, but we know he's gonna rock this. I mean,
I'm so excited to see him. It was like, it was so cute to like see him on live and like interact with us and like see how he's doing and ask him for like food recommendations and all this kind of stuff.
For me, it was like, oh, I let my hair grow so I could headbang.
I love that. I'm so excited. Let's go, Hobi. I want to headbang every day. Every day with you, my guy.
It's like so freaking cute. Did you see the post again, like on a random note, speaking of hair, about like armies being like, keep the scissors away from Yoongi's hair.
Yeah.
At all costs.
Honestly, like all of the rap line is very like their hair is long. All of them. All of them have long hair.
Though I really, really miss June's like short hair with the quiff.
Buzz cut. Stop it.
The quiff hair for Junie has like one of my all-time favorites. Could you imagine? Because like he had like a light gray blue whenever he did that, but could you imagine it in black?
I would pass
good away. That would look.
Pass away. So let's talk about Namjoon's live then. He went on live just to like hang out with us, of course. I think his live in comparison to Hobi's was more reflective and somber than I think we've seen him in a while.
I was a little worried for June when I saw the highlights of his V live. I was like, yeah, okay.
I think it's this thing where he even said it in the live of like he's terrified that we're gonna leave him, and then we're terrified that he's gonna leave us. And I think that that's kind of just the relationship that we have with each other as being fans and them being them. I think it's just we're terrified that we're gonna leave each other, but that's not ever the case.
I feel like especially in this way, it's like this period that he's going through, I feel like it's like an obligated path that he has to go through in order to like get where he wants to be.
100%.
Because like I said, like when we're talking about Hobi, it's like you've been doing this thing with 6 other people for so long, and now you're alone. You're alone for certain, like not really like alone, obviously,
but alone.
Yeah, alone, having to do your own thing, and just like obviously we're not going anywhere, but it is normal to feel that way. It's just like for him and for anybody else that's going through similar things, obviously. I just wanted to hug him.
I know. Though. Yeah, me too. I think like the anxiety of feeling like you have to be constantly present with your fans because of this fear that they're gonna leave you is something that obviously for him has been weighing on his mind for the past like 10 years, and taking this break has been terrifying because of that like huge anxiety. but I think, like, you know, I hope that they realize that that isn't the case. Like, we're never not gonna be supportive of them in any decision that they make, because ultimately all we want for them is for them to be happy. And if this is a part of their happiness, then okay.
Yeah.
Do it.
I totally agree. It's like, if this is what you need to do right now for you to be happy, we're like 100% behind them in every step that they're gonna take.
Yeah. And I also think, like, you know, we're gonna be together for a very long time. And I think that this is just like part of that, like, figuring out who I am type of person. And I think for him, it's gonna be really interesting to see what his album is gonna be, because I think he said he wanted to release his next after Hobi.
Yeah.
And so he also said that like, it's not gonna be anything like Mono, which I'm terrified, excited.
Yeah. Also, considering that Mono was very somber in a lot of ways.
It was, yeah, very somber.
I'm excited / scared / wondering in what direction he's gonna take it.
Me too. I also really appreciated him saying that, you know, I will be there for you when you're happy, sad, angry, terrified, fearful, like, whatever those emotions are. And to me, I think that, like, hit me so hard, because as, like, I don't know, as a female fandom, our emotions are dismissed a lot of the time, because it's like, oh, it's just feminine emotion, it's just whatever. And to be supportive even when somebody is, like, in pain or terrified of something or angry about something, is really hard to do. And it's kind of something that we don't necessarily do for each other. Like, ARMY as an exception of that, because obviously we're here for each other. But I mean, just like in general, a lot of the time those particular emotions are never acknowledged, or never, like, you know, it's okay to be in that space. And it's okay to, like, have those feelings and emotions for a little while. And I think I've said this before, it's like, you know, I just sometimes want to live in those emotions. I don't need to be, like, fixed or, like,
consoled. No, you just gotta, like, take the time to go through them in order to understand why you're going through them.
Yeah, and for him to, like, say that out loud, kind of just, like, I was like, oh, Junie. Like, the way that you have with words. And I think, yeah, and I was, like, reading my timeline after that statement, and I was seeing a lot of, like, other people reflect that same notion of, like, you know, as I said previously, as a female fandom, a lot of the time our anger or our sadness or our emotions in general are just dismissed, because it's a female thing. It's like, they're so emotional, they're so whatever, because we're so outspoken about it.
Yeah, we just don't want to keep it to ourselves. We're just like, at this point,
we just want to live in them for a little bit.
Just like, what the hell?
And it's nice to feel supported by someone else, and especially, like, a male who we support so much, to actually say that, because there's not a lot of males who actually do that.
And at the end of the day, like, when you think about it, like, all throughout their career and everything, they've done so much for us and for, like, people around them. Just like the Love Yourself, like the whole Love Yourself campaign and everything is still a big deal, at least, like, to us.
Oh, for sure. You know? I think, you know, these sentiments of, like, loving yourself, speaking yourself, being yourself, is so powerful. And again, I think, you know, it goes back to how, like, how diverse we are, how, you know, we take up so much space within a community, how a lot of us are, like, female, like, we're definitely dominant female energy here. And so
female
to have
adults,
adults, based on the census, but to have a male artist support and uplift is, like, hugely
it's refreshing.
It really is. Refreshing. It's extremely refreshing to, like, hear those things, because we don't hear them very often. At least, like, I don't. You know, like, you know, it's okay to be angry, it's okay to be whatever you are, you know, and I will support you whatever that is. And we support them back too. So
yeah, because I mean, a relationship is not just one-sided.
No, it's definitely a ebb and flow relationship, which is refreshing and pleasant. But the whole live, I really just wanted to like pull him into my arms.
And I just wanted to give him a hug.
I just wanted to give him a hug because I think he's like going through these emotions right now because it's like they're finally taking a break and he can process through whatever he's thinking. And I think that this album will definitely be a reflection of whatever those thoughts are and how, you know, he sort of thinks of where he is right now and the world that he sort of lives in. And I'm really excited to like hear what that's gonna be. Like, my God.